Hey maggots! So I've been thinking about this whole Dumpy pants and the Constitution thing, and everybody's covering it. So I hadn't quite figured out what I wanted to say yet about it. But I did read something from somebody else about wondering how veterans feel about this. And I deeply care about the veterans. I have family members who are veterans. I believe that they deserve more benefits, more care, everything. I say give it all to the veterans. They deserve it. They need it. No questions. But old Dumpy Pants, he doesn't feel the same. They're already cutting benefits and they've laid off over 100,000 veterans. And I heard somebody talking about old Dumpy Pants' hand on the non-Bible on Inauguration Day, vowing for the second time to hold up the Constitution. That's a pretty serious vow, one you don't normally forget. When you do a vow of marriage or in the military, swearing in for something, testifying, or the president, the most powerful, used to be the most powerful person in the world, but Dumpy Pants has ruined that. So you remember that vow. Dumpy Pants, he's like, well, I better ask my lawyers. It's huge, it's big and beautiful. I don't think I'll ever get the Trump accent down. I would like to maybe take a class or two on it, but since I'm the girl, I can't get my voice as low as he is with the Jersey. So, anywho, it's not important enough for him to remember, and I just wondered how you veterans felt about that. Or members in the military, active duty. This fucker's gonna send you to war, and he doesn't even believe in holding up the Constitution. So, are you willing to fight for that? Or are you willing to send your children to fight for that? Or loved ones, family, friends? Because that's coming up. He's gonna put us in a war. And several probably. He hasn't ruled out sending forces to Greenland. Does that sound important? Does that sound like risking your life for? Because you, as an active duty, you take, obviously, the vow to the Constitution. I don't have to tell you none of that. But old Dumpy Pants, that fucker, he doesn't pay no attention to that. He doesn't even know what's in it. So if we're throwing out the Constitution, then let's just do it. Let's just throw it out. If you maggots can just admit that you want to live in a fascist society and you want a ruler and a leader who can make sole decisions without anybody else besides that hemorrhoid that's always on his ass, that dark Sith Lord Stephen Miller. He has his hand up there moving everything around for Dumpy Pants. Just say it. I don't know why you guys hide it. I am for the Constitution. I think we should have a little stronger gun laws, but we have the Second Amendment, and that's part of the Constitution. So here we are. But if we're going to get rid of it, that means get rid of everything. And fascists don't really, dictators, they don't really allow the population to be armed. That's like one of their big no-nos. And all you Christian nationalists who act like he's the Messiah, you're just racist. You're just a bigot and you're racist. So just admit it. Because if you were a Christian, even a new Christian, you know that that's not how it goes. That's not how you treat people. That's not how you act. And I've made videos before about why you're so goddamn concerned about what's in people's pants and who they're sleeping with. I don't know why you're obsessed. And you are obsessed. Because every time Dumpy Pants gets on an interview or the news or a phone call, well, those crazy, those lunatic lefts, they're letting men's play and women's sports. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? People are losing their job. They're not being able to pay their house payments, their rent. They're not being able to buy food. Healthcare is out of control. And you're worried about less than 1% of the population. It's 0.07% of the population in the United States who are trans. Who cares? Just stop. It's none of your goddamn business, okay? We stay out of your guns. You stay out of the trans LGBTQIA plus community, okay? No, it's not for you. You're not hip enough. You don't understand how to love wholly with your heart. So you're evil and you have hatred. And that's just not a Christian. I mean, first grader who goes to vacation Bible school, he can tell you that. Little kid can tell you that that is hateful and that is not what Jesus would do. And stop using it as a cover. You know who you are, and be proud to be a bigot and racist, and that you only like white people and only Christians, and only people who look and sound like you. The whole thing would be easier if you just admit it. I stand for who I am. I stand on my ground. I support all kinds of different people. I'm living my life. And I suggest you do the same. But I also suggest you open your eyes, because these 100 days in, just been a clusterfuck. He ain't got nothing done. Everything he's wanted to do has been knocked down by a judge. Fox could only find 3 things that old Dumpy Pants has done. One was getting rid of the penny. Yeah. The other one was paper straws. I know you Republicans don't like paper straws. It's hard, I know. And there was one other thing which I can't even remember. But here's your daily notice that executive orders are not laws. Let me say that again for those in the back. Executive orders are not laws. They are meant to be like a, hey, this is my idea as president. Why don't my people in the legislation and the Congress write a bill and make this a law? So it's not enforceable. It means nothing. So you can take all those executive orders and shove them up your dirty coot.